Today we celebrate the feast of Saint David, patron of Wales and patron of our parish. When we think of Saint David, remember his famous words too. I'm sure we all know those words by heart. Keep the faith. Be joyful and do those little things well. The more we reflect on those words, we realize there's still more to those words, more than we understand them. Why so? Saint David is, I would say, putting into those words all that he has learned, all that he learned and experienced through his life of faith. Look at those words again. Keep the faith. Only two words. What do those words mean? Keep the faith. It means so much. To keep something means hold on to it, celebrate it, treasure it, and leave it. And hold it tight because there's always the danger of losing it. So to keep it means have some grip on it, because you may somehow, somewhere lose it. The best example for that is, if you remember last Sunday's readings, Abraham, a man of faith. He had a faith, but then after waiting for some time, he lost it with some temptation from his own wife to try a shortcut, because faith can sometimes demand a bit of patience and waiting, and you may not have that kind of patience, and then you find the faith is gone. He lost it. But then again, he got it back with the realization that God will always keep his promises. Faith is never logical. Keep that in your mind. Faith is never logical. What is logic? 2 plus 2 is 4. That is logic, mathematics. When I say faith is not logical, it means 2 plus 2 is not 4. It could be 5 or 10. In other words, there's more to everything than we realize. There's more to your life than you understand. There's more to this Mass more than you realize. There's more to the cross more than you can see. There's more to everything more than you can ever comprehend. More to everything. 2 plus 2 is not 4. It could be 5 and 10, even 100. Because your eyes are, your vision is very limited. Your hearing is very limited. Your understanding is very limited because your brain's only little. It is not able to understand them. So you realize the mystery is beyond my sight. Faith is not logical. Faith is theological. Faith is theological. There's God's logic in it. That's what Abraham could see. The other day he made a promise, then nothing happened, then he kept the promise, but then again confusion. Give me your son Isaac. Again, not logical. Where is the nation going to come from if Isaac is sacrificed? But God had a logic. If I can do that the other day, I could do that again tomorrow. Theo-logical. Now let us go to the second one. When you have faith, that faith will lead you to joy. Not happiness. Happiness is like the weather. Is it today's weather? Are you happy? No. Are you joyful? Yes. Happiness comes and goes. It has goes ups and downs. One day good, next day sunshine, then the weather, then the storm. It keeps on changing. Happiness is like the weather. But joy, the word in Hebrew is, Greek is makarios. Makarios means a joy that is independent of circumstances. Independent. It doesn't depend on your circumstances. It could be pain and sorrow and suffering and thunder and lightning. In spite of all that, you have a deep joy. Joy has nothing to do with the circumstances. In all circumstances, you are joyful. So Saint David says, keep your faith and be joyful, because if you have faith, you're always joyful. And the third one, do the little things well. Life is all about little things, isn't it? All little things. You wake up in the morning, had your breakfast, had some phone calls, did some shopping, or had a word with somebody, or somebody talked to you. So little things. But if you have faith and joy, you will find those small things of life have got a beauty and a meaning. Nothing is boring and nothing is meaningless. Everything is infinitely significant. And the closing line, you may have some trembling knees in every sense. With the life, with the age, with the circumstances, you may have some trembling knees. But if you have faith and joy, you will find there's a dance in your steps.